Hey guys, welcome back to Piston Productions. On this episode, we get into the truck a bit more. We did our first tow with it. Everything went fairly smoothly. A couple of small glitches, which I'll get into now. But what I do want to say is this episode is brought to you by our Patreon. The parts for this came from the Patreon, so thank you guys for everybody involved with that. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to get early access to some of our episodes, check out extra podcasts, extra content, hangouts, stuff like that, head over to patreon.com/pistonheadproductions and check that out. But let's talk about the good. Well, the truck didn't break down. I made it back. I'll get on that end. Fuel economy really wasn't all that bad. I can kind of show you that here now. So we went 616 kilometers, and that is the amount of fuel that we used. So I'm thinking this should be a 1,000-kilometer truck. Now that being said, that is the positive. It ran, and we got fairly good fuel economy considering how much we're towing. The bad. The exhaust leak has gotten really bad. It's cutting down on the amount of boost that I can make. So that is what we're gonna try and dig into today. Another issue that we ran into was the brake switch had some serious issues. Also going to hopefully get into that today or soon. So what am I doing today? Well, this is already off. You don't need to see how that's done. It doesn't take any time. I'm going to attempt to take off the turbo and hopefully the downpipe, maybe the crossover pipe, and best case scenario, get the manifold off today. Figure out what the issue is with that. I have a bunch of stuff here and I have a bunch of stuff on the way. So we could talk quick about what I got. This has got a bunch of stuff in it, but new brakes, new bolts for the exhaust. What is this? There's our spring kit for the rear brakes. Also got a switch. This is the switch that we're having issues with. It's kind of neat how it works, but anyways, that is the brake switch. This is the brake retainer that I also need because that's gone. And new slave for the rear. I ordered 2 of these. Hope I ordered 2 of these. Anyways, so that is all stuff that's going to be coming up. That's all stuff we're going to get into. Spark plugs, that's not for this. That's actually for Project Drift Chicken. If you haven't checked that out, it's our 88 Thunderbird Turbo Coupe. That build's going on as well. But yeah, so that is what's going on. Everything went fairly well. I really can't complain that much. Everything went fairly well. So Scott's gonna come over. We're gonna dig into this bad boy and get that all fixed up so I can keep towing. Okay, I got as much disassembled as I can before taking the fender liner out. I really didn't want to do this, but I think that's what's gonna have to happen. So, should make the job a lot easier. Okay, I've got almost all the, oh, here we go, one for a ride. Almost all the manifold bolts out, except for one at the very back. I don't know if you guys can see that, but, and I'm wondering if I have to take the whole manifold off before that comes off. At least now I can access them. Okay, well, I'm thinking the manifold has to come off before I can get the turbo off, which kind of sucks, but I'm going to just spray down the bolts again, and hopefully they come out without drastic measures. Okay, well, while I wait for bolts to soak, on to the next thing. So this is the brake switch. This kind of sits up behind the brake pedal. I'll show you in a second. Here are the retainer clips. There's 2. I've never done this before, so I don't know really how this is going to work, but we'll figure it out. I've got it kind of zip tied right now, so I'll show you that, but let's fix this once and for all. Okay, I have no idea if you guys can see any of this, but up there behind the brake pedal switch, or up there is where the brake pedal switch is. I guess maybe you can see it up there. Man, worst footage ever. Anyways, that's what I gotta get into and contort my body. So I'll see if I can get that figured out. Okay, here's a quick little side by side. So, and it's getting the lights, this will focus a bit better. So if you can see, the little contact point there is popped out, and there is the new one. So nice little upgrade. Still gotta figure out how that's going to work, but yeah, figure out how that's gonna work. But other than that, let's pop the new one in. Okay, so I kind of figured out how these clips work. It's hard to explain. This is the only one that fit. So this one over here is broken because it did not go over the shaft. This one is way too big for the shaft, as you can tell, because it doesn't even fit near that. And this one seems to be the one, although I'm starting to think, now that I've done it, that these two go together. But anyways, kind of what you had to do is push this. Let's see if it'll focus. Focus. So what I had to do is, see that little tab thing? That had to kind of come back, and then I would slide the shaft down, and that kind of locks it in place, but it seems loose. So that's why I'm wondering if like these two here get combined somehow, but it's working. It just seems a little loose in there still, so I don't know. That's why I was kind of thinking like maybe that slides over. I don't know, I'm gonna take a better look and see what I can figure. Okay, finally got the last nut off of the bottom of the turbo. It turns out it wasn't a 9/16 for that one bolt, it was a 15 mil. So finally get to take this turbo off. That might help me get to the rest of the stuff. All right, turbo's out. It is greasy. So I think I might spend a day and just clean that bad boy out. I don't know if this little check valve thingy is really working. So, yeah. It doesn't really give me much of an indication as to any other issues, but I'll plug up the holes for now. And yeah, oh, did I just spot the coolant leak? Oh, I did. I think I did. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's coming from there. That's good to know. There's so many different fucking heater hoses on this thing. Also, I posted up on the 6.5 message board. Thank you, gentlemen, that commented back on that. This is a fuel return line that is leaking, so I gotta pinch that off. But I gotta get in there and clean all that out. Remember that leak I just told you about? What? Yeah. So, guess I'll be ordering a new set of those. In the meantime, I'll pull this stuff off and go from there. Lovely. More stuff to do. All right, guys, so it's been a few days, so quick update. I got most of the bolts out. I had a few that the head stripped off on. I then had to grind the tops off of those. So let's see if you can see that quick. So you can kind of see in there, these two. I'm not gonna touch them because they're smoking hot. I'm now in the process of torching off a bunch because, well, torch two off. I torched off this one where the kind of the boss is before it meets the block. I torched that one. This is the only one left to come out, but as you can see, it's starting to recess back in. I don't know if you can see that in there. Starting to recess in a little bit, so that's good. So that's where I'm at right now, is just kind of taking this and wiggling it back and forth until that bolt decides to come loose. So once that's done, I got a bunch of shit I got to repair now. I'm in the process of cutting and grinding and all that stuff. A couple of the return lines broke. A couple of the connectors on the glow plugs broke. I was told the glow plugs were already done. I'm gonna probably just do them while I'm in here just to make sure. I'm not saying the guy didn't do them, but you know what, I'm already in there. I don't know when they were done. I'm just gonna do them. So yeah, I basically just have to wiggle this bitch off until it finally decides to come off, and then I can start working on getting the rest of it figured out. So heating up the other bolts and getting them extracted as well. Ooh, a little bit of melty in there. Yeah, it's hot, so. Oh yeah. Huh. All right, maybe you need a new donut gasket. I thought the other one was still good. Looks like it, but whatever. Replace that while we're in here. Time to get the vice grips out and try and extract those studs. Hopefully they come off nicely. Now that they've been smoking hot. All right guys, obviously it's been a little bit, hence the overgrowth on my face. I'm probably gonna cut this off. I don't think it's me. But I was just editing the video and realized I didn't do an outro for it. So this is the outro. I got everything off. It took way longer. There was way more struggle behind the camera you guys didn't get to see. It took me days to get that manifold off. It was brutal. But anyways, it's off, turbo's off, all that stuff is off. I got a whole bunch of parts in. Actually, while I'm filming this today, I'm gonna be filming the next part. So I can tell you, in the next parts, we're gonna be cleaning up that turbo. We're gonna be bolting that manifold back in. What else are we gonna do? Cleaning up the oil drain line and just kind of cleaning everything back up again and getting that manifold back on. I apologize for the big delay in this footage. I've been away, I've been filming a bunch of drifting stuff. So make sure to check that out. If you guys are just into the diesel stuff, check out the drifting stuff. It's really, really cool. It's a lot of fun. So there'll be links at the end of this video. You can check out all that stuff. But on the next episode, like I said, we'll be cleaning up the turbo, putting the manifold back on. And then, yeah, we hopefully can get this running again fairly soon. I'm still waiting on the fuel return lines that I broke to come in, but that's what I'll be doing. If you guys are into all the mechanic stuff, if you guys like the wrenching videos, check out the videos I'm doing on this. That is my daily beater. I'm throwing a bunch of time and a little bit of money into that to get it back up and going again. So that series has been started. But yeah, I've been talking way too long already. But thanks again, guys, for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share the video, let your friends know. Thank you again to everybody on Patreon for helping pay for the parts for this. Surprising, everything's really, really cheap. But if you guys do like the content, consider going over to Patreon, donating. It's $1 a month. It's not much. It helps out, goes a long way. You get to see videos early, you get bonus content. There's a lot of cool stuff that you get out of that. We've got t-shirts that are gonna be coming up soon, so you guys will get first access to those. But yeah, thanks again, guys, for watching Everything Piston Productions. I try and put videos out Mondays and Fridays, and podcasts. If you're into podcasts, we have a lot of cool guests on. Just had a guy on from Moto Trend. That episode will be coming out probably just a little bit after this. But if you subscribe to the PistonHead podcast on your favorite podcasting app, then you will hear the next episode coming up, which is with Johnny Mills. He is the GM over at Hot Rod Magazine. That's with Moto Trend. So kind of get the down low on some inside stuff, but I can't tell you about it now. You gotta listen to the episode. But I'm rambling on. Thanks again, guys, for watching. We really do appreciate all of it, and we'll catch you next time.